California, stay away from here. Stay away from here now. Don't come in here. Whatever you hear, stay away. John Doe has the upper hand.
What's in the box?
Greetings, everyone. Steve, Paracord of Kindness. How you doing today? Hopefully your weaving's been happy. Okay, welcome to another edition of What's in the Box? Don't look in the box, man. What's in the box? Most of you will catch the reference. This is where I order stuff quite often, and I'll open it up, show you the new products I've got. New color cord. I'll show it to you. Right? That's that part. But this is also where I just sit down, if you will, with my subscribers, anybody who wants to watch the channel, and just talk to them about what's going on in the world, in my little tiny corner of my paracord world. Makes sense? I'll show you what I've made, show you what I'm doing, what I'm doing. I'm going to get off on no crazy tangents. I'm going to try to keep this one brief. Let's see. First off, I haven't said this in a while. For all the new subscribers, thanks. I appreciate it. I really do. I'll just say this. Look, I don't do this for the numbers. I don't do this for a whole bunch of subscribers. Now, that's not my motivation. I don't do it to get a whole bunch of likes. But, and that's a big but. For those who don't know, I do this. Here's the motivation. Here's the intent of my heart on why I do this. To teach people how to do this. I've noticed no offense to any of the channels out there. I've noticed that many of the channels, YouTube channels out there, they don't actually teach you how to do paracording. They simply say, over here, under there, pull tight. There's 100 channels and 1,000 videos that do that. Monkey see, monkey do. I don't mean that in an offensive way, but I mean that's the way it is. I wanted to be the channel that actually taught, because I am a teacher by nature. Not only am I going to show you over here, under there, pull tight, but I'm going to show you which direction to pull it and how tight to pull it. All the while giving tips, tricks, and commentaries. A lot of my videos are really long. I get this from people. I get one of two responses. Some people are like, dude, man, you over-explain stuff. Your videos are way too long. Or the other end of the extreme, I get, dude, your videos are great. You thoroughly explain how to do this. It's all in your attitude and what you're looking to get out of one of these videos. Now, I know a lot of people don't have 2 hours to sit and watch one of these videos. Right? So I've started making, I got like a deep cut. That's why I go into all kind of details. And just sit and talk and just let you see what I do. Mistakes and all. And we learn from my mistakes. But then I've been doing some shallow cut. Shorter, more traditional paracording tutorial type videos, right? Either one. But with all that said, thanks to all the new subscribers. That's the intent of my channel, is, to actually teach you, to let the viewers learn from what I've learned through my mistakes. Makes sense? I don't claim to be an expert at this, but I know how to make a bracelet, with buckles. I don't do a lot of shackle work, dog collars and stuff like that, bow thing. Not my thing. Never done anything like that. But I know how to make a bracelet and put it on a buckle. And, I'm always willing to try something new. And with that, that's where we're going. Let's see, shameless plug. Stitched Iron Man. I did a shallow cut of how to do the bracelet, and then I got another video on how to do the stitching. I'll put a link in the cards and in the description below. Okay, now, with all that said, I want to give a shout out to somebody. I'm not going to mention his name. I didn't ask if he wanted me to mention his name, so I'm not going to mention his name, but I'm going to say thank you, brother. Thank you. You know who you are. He sent me this bracelet for free. I had no idea how much one of these things would cost, but I say thank you. I He's one of my subscribers. I know that much. And he will watch one of my tutorials, and then he'll make that bracelet, and he sends me pictures of it. And says, "What do you think? Did I do a good job?" And every time they look outstanding, outstanding. But he is not so much a paracordist. He more so does this kind of stuff. Beadwork, simple beadwork. I say simple. I probably shouldn't say that. I don't want to belittle the man. That's not what I mean. But he does this kind of stuff. And recently, I've been looking into this. What it comes down to, I'll put it this way. It comes down, I don't know, about a week or so ago, one of the Paracord groups, I mean, it's a very small group, somebody issued a challenge. And it was more of a, I say a challenge, it was more of like a joke thing. But somebody posted a picture of a bracelet, and they said, "Okay, challenge. Everybody needs to make one of these." And the first person made one, and they did a good job. And I was like, "Yeah," I said, "I'll probably make one." I said, "I'll probably put a bead or something on it." Not that I'm trying to one up anybody. I just, as soon as I seen that, I was like, that's your simple, elegant paracord bracelet. You see a lot of these. And I thought, I got some beads that I've had for a while. Because I don't do a lot of beads and lanyards and things like that. Like lanyard beads and stuff. I don't do a lot of that in my bracelets. But I had some, and I was like, I bet you I can incorporate one of these beads in there, and it'll look really well, right? So this is what I ended up doing. So basic, simple bow shackle. And, it wraps around itself with some whipping, red, to match this. It's like a silver bead with like a burgundy. It's labeled on the website as burgundy, but it's kind of burgundy-ish red inlay. And it's centered and held in place by, a double snake knot on either side. It wasn't that hard to make. The hardest part is getting all the knots and everything to be centered opposite of the shackle. That's the most difficult part of this thing, right? And, I've never done one of these simple bracelets. So it took me, I tied the first knot and I started looking at it. I'm like, yeah, that's not centered. So I had to undo it and move it a little bit, But it turned out really well. I got a whole bunch of likes, and everybody liked it and everything. And I was like, oh, okay. But I'll say this. These things look great. But trying to put one of these things on, because you only got one hand, it ain't the easiest thing in the world. To thread this, because the way this thing works, for those who don't know, this is a bow shackle. See how it's rounded. They make some. Let me get one and I'll show you. It's just called simply a U-shackle. Where are these things at? Here they are, right here. This one is simply called here. Let me zoom in on a bit. But this one, you see the difference. Well, first off, it's got this extra piece. That one had that piece, but I took it. It's an adjuster. And what it is, you can thread your paracord through here. And then there's 3 holes, one where it's at, and then these 2 other ones. And that allows you to adjust it for size, right? Because, trying to size one of these things, it's not like a buckle. It's a little bit different, but that's what it is. That way, when you make it, you can make it a tighter fit or a looser fit, that kind of thing. But, and they call this piece the adjuster. Well, you can take that out of the equation. All it does, these have a knurled knob. I see some with a flat wedge knob. I don't really like those because there's a potential for that wedge piece, if you've ever seen one, to dig into your wrist. But you see how that, let me do that again. I don't know if that was on camera very well. But this one is threaded. Most of them are. This side of the shackle is threaded, and that piece right here is threaded. Well, the way it works is like this. You have to unscrew this, and the threads are on this side. And it comes out. You see the threads? And like I said, this adjuster piece, you can move it, make it looser or tighter, whatever. Well, I just didn't use that piece. And you simply have a basic shackle, or it's also known as a U-shackle, right? Appropriately named U-shackle. That's what this one was. I just didn't use this piece right here. I've got a spare one over there now. But this is what's known as a bow shackle, B-O-W, how it's round. You see the difference? Right? Okay. Now, imagine trying to thread this thing through, especially this is two separate pieces of paracord right here. Trying to thread this thing through this hole, through those two pieces of paracord, get it to line up in them threads, and then tighten it all while you're over here doing this. It's not the easiest thing. That's not easy to take this thing. To take it off, yes. To put it on, oh, it's not the easiest thing. It can cause some serious frustration. Right? So, with all that said, I made this, and, you know, people seem to like this. And it does. It's simple, it's elegant, and it looks really well. Okay, so what I did, what I'm going to do, that's what kind of started this whole where I'm going with all this, and I'll get to that in a second. I made that one, and, you know, I said, yeah, I'll probably make one, I'll put a bead on it. And I had that bead, and I thought, yeah, I'll do the whipping in this red to match that bead, and it'll be black and red, which is some of my favorite colors to use together, and a lot of people seem to like those. I said, I'll just do that. And then I got to thinking, I was like, well, I can make another one, because I got some more beads. I got some, these are titanium beads. That's not titanium. I know a lot of us, the titanium, that was not titanium. But these, I got these. And this one's titanium. I've used a few of them and done a few things if it'll focus. And it's got like a little blue accent. It's kind of tapered here on the top and inside. The inside of it's blue, if you can see that. Right? And I thought, well, I could do one of those. But then I thought, you know, I've seen these other beads. I said, let me order some of them. So I ordered some of them. And they're the same style almost. The top of it, it's not tapered right here on this top. But other than that, it looks the same. It's kind of a purple down in the side, on the top right there. And down inside there. And, you know, the little accent parts are purple. But it's titanium also. And I thought, you know what? I can make a bracelet. Kind of like this, but using these other beads. Right? That's my plan. I haven't got around to doing it yet. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do it. This is my plan. It may or may not work. Don't know. But instead of putting a shackle on it, I'm going to do just a regular buckle. One of these black tactical buckles like I do. And I'm going to attach it, but I'm going to attach it like this, most likely. I'm going to attach it to both ends of that buckle, and I'll probably put this whipping on either side of it, and then center. You know, I'll do kind of a blue kind of theme with that blue bead, and then a purple kind of theme with the purple bead. You see what I'm saying? It's just simple. But I'm going to put it on a buckle as opposed to this thing. Now, I've never seen anybody do one that way. So, in my mind, I'm like, man, that's going to look weird. That's just because I've never seen it. But when you stop and you think about it, it's going to be more practical to wear. Because it's going to be easier to get on and off as opposed to this thing. Right? These look cool. They look great. But trying to put one of these things on is not the easiest thing in the world. And for anybody who's ever worn it, that's something you don't ever hear people talk about the paracord war. You see these people make these intricate bracelets and big old huge, you know, ornate bead, and then they got this fancy shackle, and I mean, it's a work of art and it looks great. Okay, try to put one of them things on. And it's not very practical because you got that big gaudy bead just gonna, whatever. But anyway, that's how this all started. And I got to thinking, because I thought in the past about making this kind of stuff. You know, and like I said, I don't know if I mentioned this or not. It's probably like the third cut of this video, so I don't remember if I mentioned it in this one or not. But if, one of my viewers, he makes these, and he watches my channel, and he'll watch one of these tutorials of the videos, and then he'll send me pictures of the bracelet, and he'll say, "How'd I do?" And every one he's done so far has been outstanding, outstanding. But he told me that this is his thing, his area, and I was like, "Oh, okay." Well, I got to thinking about it, and I've thought about doing this, making these kind of bracelets, but I've never actually done it. So now that once I met this gentleman, and I realized that's what he does. Me and him have been talking back and forth, and I've been asking him questions and this, that. Where do I start? How do I do this? What kind of materials do I need? You know, the ins and that, you know, the basics. So I think I'm going to venture into this. Right? So with that in mind, that and this in mind, that's a lot of the products I've gotten today. So with all that said, let me back out a little bit, and I'll just show some of the stuff I got. I got these beads, obviously. I got 4 of them. Titanium beads. I got a couple other beads on order, but they're more like lanyard beads. They'll probably be here, I don't know, within a week or so. I'll say this for those who don't know. My birthday is in March. We'll just put it that way. And I've been saving up money. And I thought, you know what? There's some stuff like some beads. Those beads, those titanium beads can be pricey. Those are not that pricey, but some of them are. And just some of this stuff I've been wanting to upgrade here in my shop. New storage containers, you know, all that kind of stuff. And I've been saving up money, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to splurge. It's my birthday. I'm going to spend this money I've been making and do some of these things, right? So that's I've got quite a few packages showed up yesterday. I got quite a few packages still coming. There's still some stuff I'm going to order. I'm going to order not necessarily the beads, but like the string that's used, you know, just some of the basics on how to do this, and then I'm going to start venturing into the beads. But anyway, with all that said, we'll get to the package. Figured I'd give all that information so you would know what a lot of this stuff in here is. If I can get it open, let's see, without, because I don't want to cut anything that doesn't need to be cut inside this package. I didn't get a lot of cord. I mean, I got a couple of new colors or whatever, but most of this is other stuff. So here, let's pull out my invoice. That's a long invoice. I ordered a lot of stuff, but like I said, a lot of it's not cord. Let me see if I can't get. Give me a second. Ooh, man, there's all kind of stuff in here. I ain't kidding, man. There's all kind of stuff in this. Okay. Alright, let's see. Where are we going to go to first? First off, I just throw this out there. I don't use, you know, just like everybody else. When you first start, you use your basic plastic buckles, right? Well, I tend to not use those anymore. And I say this in all nicety. They're plastic, and they're cheap, and they look cheap. You know what I'm saying? I want my stuff to look a little bit more classy. Can I put it that way? I don't mean this to come across the wrong way. And that's why I've been using these buckles. Now, they cost a little bit more money, right? But I do have customers that want some of these colored buckles. No problem. If that's what they want, that's what I'll do. That's what I'll make. But I'll say this. A lot of the stuff I'll make sitting around, nothing to do, I'll whip up a bracelet for my other half, for the missus, if you will. And she likes the plastic buckles because they're easier for her, they're easier to open than one of these things. You know, that's what she says. So I do keep some on stock, and I try to keep some of the colored ones on stock. And so I ordered some of these colored ones. I don't know, about 4 or 5 different colors, and you know, just a handful of the colors. Well, no, that's right. They sold them where I ordered them from. They sold them 10, like a 10 pack. So I got the basic purple. What is this? 5/8 inch. That's pretty much it. It's very rare that I use a 3/8 or a 1/2 inch buckle. I use 5/8 inch buckles. 5/8 inch purple. Which one are these? Green, or is it neon green? I forget what they labeled that as. 5/8 inch green, 5/8 inch purple. Yeah, looks like something got left out. I'm going to assume that's supposed to be orange. Oh no, I take that back. Nothing got left out. Green, purple. It says orange/red. I just glanced at it and I thought it was orange and red. But yeah, like I said, I just ordered a couple of those to keep, because I was getting low on some of my colors, and I figured, well, let's go ahead and just re-up. Okay, now, with all that said, I ordered, yeah, these, where's that bracelet back at? This bead right here. I ordered some more of these. They're so often out of these. This all come, for those who don't know, this come from Paracord Galaxy. I'll just throw it out there. But this bead right here, the red one, they're most often sold out of these. I had to put my name on to notify me when you get them in stock list. And they did, and I ordered some. And you get 5 of them at a time. And I've got them over there, and I think this is the first one I used. I've had them sitting over there, and as soon as somebody says about this bracelet, my mind instantly went, put a red bead and red whipping, and there you go. So that's what I did. But they have some that are black, with a black inlay. Those are out of stock. My name's been on the notify me when you get them list for quite a while. But then they got these, the same bracelet, but it's like a silver, steel gray and silver is the way they're labeled. It's the same thing, but I know it's in that little package. But I was like, you know what, I'll just go ahead and order them. And the hole's big enough to accommodate 2 pieces of type 3 or 550 paracord, you know. But yeah, they're individual. They sell these. Am I looking at that right? Yeah, it's one bead, individual bead. And I just went ahead and got 5 of them. Alright, there's that. Okay, now, let's see. Now I ordered these. These, I don't know. I just got these because I was like, I could probably use these in that same style of bracelet. It's not these kind of beads. These are, the man that made this for me, he told me these are 10 millimeter beads with a 1 millimeter hole, right? So obviously you're not putting a piece of type 3 550 paracord through that hole. But these are made for paracord. Or, you know, you can use them for paracord. I'm not going to say they're made for it. Because the hole in them is, I don't know, looks to be about 5 or 6 millimeters. Meaning you can fit 2 pieces of type 3 550 paracord through that. But these are, what are these? Turquoise of some sort? You know, your basic blue lurking turquoise with like the marble or the black marbling in there. And I got, they were a 5 pack, so I just ordered 5 of those. And my wife likes this color. So, you know, that's one reason I got those. I figure if I'm going to venture into this area, instead of just making basic bracelets, I can venture into some of this other stuff. You know, but I said I'll need the supplies to play around with. These, okay, blue turquoise, green turquoise. That's what it is. That's the way they have these labels. It's the same type thing, but these have a little bit. They look like they got a little bit more marbling on them. I know you can't see that here. Let me take that out. Yeah, basic acrylic beads. They look rather nice. I mean, for being synthetic, that's what it says on the invoice. Synthetic. You know, that's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, they don't cost very much. But I got those. Okay, now, what's next? I got these. For those who do not know what these are called thimbles. Here, let me get, which one, where's the bigger ones? Yeah, these are the big ones. I got two sizes. These are, what size are these? I want to say 7/8 of an inch and 1 inch. So I'll show you the 1 inch ones because they'll be bigger and probably easier to see. It's got a groove in it. If you hopefully you can see this. You see how it's got a groove in it. The way I've seen these used a lot of times, it's called a thimble. This is called a thimble. I see a lot of people asking, what is that piece called? Where can I find those? It's called a thimble. Just like a sewing thimble you would put on your finger. That's what this is called. It's not to say purpose, but that's what it's called, a thimble. For those who don't know. But the way I've seen these used, because I've never used them, but the way I've seen them used is like that's your basic zipper pull. But like a lanyard that has a loop at the top. And then whatever. Or a keychain, a key fob type thing. What you'll see is they'll put this thing like this. Does that make sense? And then they'll tie the knots all the way up onto the thing. And you'll have your diamond knots, your Turk knot, whatever knots you've got hanging down, and then, you know, you can put a split ring, jump ring, D-ring, O-ring, don't blow out your O-ring, Austin Powers, on the end, right? And that gives you a place to put your carabiner through. Yeah, that's all that is, really. I mean, that's the purpose of that, you know, to save wear and tear on the loop part or whatever. And I've never used any, and I thought, you know what, I'll order some of those. It's got a little bit of that edge right there. It's not sharp going to cut you, but it's kind of a rough edge. You can put some sandpaper on that, smooth it out just a tad. But I got them in two different sizes. It says 1 inch. I imagine it's measuring, yeah, top to bottom, 1 inch. And I got some that are 7/8 of an inch. I ordered some, like I said, I've ordered quite a lot of stuff from a whole bunch of different places. And they're silver. I ordered some from another place and they're black. I've never seen any black ones, but I found some and I was like, let me order some of those. So I did. But that's that. I ordered those. I figured, you know what, I can make a couple of little, I've made some lanyards and keychains and things like that. What is that? Olive drab and burgundy. This is your basic black one. Just simple zipper pulls. Yes, and I've even done the Grogu Baby Yoda. I keep this one sitting up here. It's the first one of these I ever made. And I keep it up there on my desk here. Right? But that's this size, and here's the other size. 7/8 inch. Same thing, just a little bit smaller. Okay, that's that. Okay, now let's see. What else did I get? Okay, when it comes to the shackle. Like I said, these things are hard to put on and all that. I said, but they've had some at Paracord Galaxy. They've had them, and they've been on sale, or they're on clearance, or they're just cheap. I don't know. But they were like, how much did these things cost? I'll even tell you. I don't normally give out prices on. I think they were 89 cents. I got a discount because I had a coupon code. Like a 10%, I think that's what it was, a 10% discount. So it come out on my invoice, it says 80 cents. And this is what it is. It's basically one of these, but they're purple. And I thought, you know what? Maybe I can use that with that purple bead. You know what I'm saying? Now, I may do it. I may do it with this, and I may do it with just with a buckle. Be nice if I could find some purple buckles like that. But you see, I told you this one's got a knurled knob on the end. This is that flat wedge one that I was mentioning. All right, and see if you wear it. Because it's easier to put it on this way and thread it this way. Because your hands on this side, it's kind of hard to try to do it this way. So you got this little wedge knob piece sticking out where your wrist is. And you got potential for it to dig in your wrist. That's why I don't like these ones. These type. But that's the only way you get these. And like I said, they were on sale. I was like, you know what? I'll just get these. I'll have them. And, if I ever get bored, I can make something with them. It'll be, if nothing else, it'll be a pretty, I can make a pretty. I'm from the southeastern United States, and that's the term we use. We refer to these things, oh, he made a pretty. It's just the generic way of saying, oh, he made a pretty. I can make pretties out of these. But that's the purple one. And the other one it's the same thing. They're just green. I got 3 of those. 3 of those, 3 of those. I figured that'd be something I just put over there in my cabinet, and I would have it. And if I got it over there, my mind's always going, how can I use it? How can I use it? What do I see something, and bam, and I'll make something with it. It's not that I need them, that I want them, that I got, a customer requested. It was just something that, like I said, I had the money. I've been saving up some money. I just wanted to get it. That way, it's over there in my inventory. And when it's in my inventory, both physically in my drawer over there, my storage container, but the inventory of my mind will start going, okay, how can I use that? How can I use that? And it may be 3 months, but I'll eventually use it for something. Right? That's all that. Now, let's get that out of the way. I'll organize through that later. Okay, now I got 4 hanks. That's that. The rest of it is cord, and it ain't much. I don't even remember what the color is. Ooh, this one's nice. Really? I don't think that's... maybe that is it. It's called Dark Night. It's supposed to be... yeah, that's the thing about there. I hate to speak bad about Paracord Galaxy, but they ruined their website. Yeah, this is not the same cord pictured. I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with this cord. I'll use it, but this is not what's in the picture on their website. But so I don't know what you'd call this. I don't know if this is, whatever. I don't know if they got the wrong picture or they sent me the wrong stuff, but this does not match that picture I'm looking at. But it's called Dark Night, and it's obviously Atwood, so it's polyester. But it's supposed to be like black. Is it white, or does it say? It says black and silver gray colors. Yeah, that's what that is. But this pattern on here does not match what's on that website. But no big deal, no big deal, no big deal. I can use that. I've got a customer who loves those dark colors like that, and I definitely use it. Alright, there's that one. Let's see this other one. Let's see, what is this? This is called Gamma. Like gamma radiation from the Hulk. This is black and green. Let's see, does it say on their website? Let me see, where's it at? So that's one of the things. Their old website, for those who don't know, Paracord Galaxy has revamped, re-upped, redid their entire website. And they've changed a lot of things, and I'll be honest with you, I don't like it. They used to have a description. Pretty much every cord you went on gave you a description. It said what colors was in that cord and, you know, pattern and that kind of stuff. Now, they don't all have that. Some of them are lacking that. See, this one, it doesn't say. It just says Gamma 550 nylon. It doesn't actually tell you what colors are used in this. But it almost looks like it's white or silver, gray type color, black, and neon green. But I can always use something like that. Now, okay, now here's one. Let's see, does it say what this is? This one is called Mars. This one is also a nylon cord. It's orange and it looks like it's got some burgundy and yellow in it. I just thought that would look good with some of these bracelets I do. Does it say on here? It says Mars is Imperial Red, Burgundy, International Orange, Orange, Neon Yellow, and Rust. But I figured I could use this as an accent color on some of these bracelets I do. Let me show you one of them I've done. Like this. A Zaw bar, Z-A-W bar. The way this color, this burgundy looking color wraps around, the accent color, I could use this on here. And it'd look great. Makes sense? That's what those are for. Same thing with this. Okay, then I got this other one. This one, this pattern on this cord, this one is black. The base of the cord is basically black, and then it's got like red and white. Let's see, does it say on here? Oh, where's it at? But this one, I love the names they come up with these things. You know, certain people might find the names of these offensive. This one's called Damnation. But it's black, and it said, let's see, does it say? Black with imperial red, burnt orange, and white. And it's in this basic pattern I say quite often, yes. On a lot of this cord, I'll see this pattern. I like this pattern. It'll be a black cord, and then the pattern that's on there will be in different colors. And that, is this the same way? Yeah, see, that's what this pattern is. But instead of it being a black cord, it's imperial red, and then the pattern is in color. I see that pattern quite often. That's the same thing with this. It's the same pattern. It's just the colors are varied. It makes sense. And I love that pattern. Because what it does is it gives the cord itself a solid looking color, and then it's got the pattern doesn't dominate the bracelet. See, you know that's a black cord. This one, you can't see it very well here, but it's a burgundy cord and then the pattern. This one is imperial red cord, and then it's got the pattern. There's enough spacing between that pattern that you can see the color of the cord. I love that one. Stuff like this is a little busy, but I will use it. There's nothing wrong with it. Just my personal preference. The pattern on this is too busy. Does that make sense? But that's what I got this week. That's it. I mean, I know I've been sitting here talking or whatever, talking your ear off. But, Damnation, Mars, Gamma, and this is supposed to be called Dark Knight, but this is not, sadly, this cord is not what is pictured on their website. Not that, they need to fix that. I've got some cord like this that is, what is it? It's like black and olive, or olive drab in the same pattern right here. But see, when I look what they showing, I'll tell you this: what they're showing, the picture they have for this product on their website is in this pattern, and it's a black cord with the white on it, silver gray white looking. That's not what this is. This is more of a, what do they call this pattern? Digital something or another. But I'll use it. I don't, you know me. That's why I tell you, the pictures are never accurate. Whether they got the pattern, the picture's completely wrong, or just the lighting doesn't give you the true representation of what the colors are. Hence why I'll spend the $7, $8 to get it and see it in hand personally. And that's why I show you this stuff. But with that, that's what I got. Now I'll say this too. I've got another package. What's today? Today's going to be Tuesday. Well, if I get this uploaded, today is Tuesday. The date, what is it? March the 28th. Not March, February the 28th. Tuesday. If I get it uploaded today. I got another package coming in from somewhere else. I got two actually coming in. One of them doesn't have that much in it. One of them's got some of those thimbles I showed you, the black thimbles. I figured if I'm going to order from them, I'll order a couple of other things too. Nothing major though. But I've got another package coming in. It's got some cord. It's got some type 1 cord coming in. Type 1 cord. And some beads. And the beads I've ordered there. I didn't order a lot, just kind of to get my feet wet kind of thing, some of these type beads with the smaller hole. You know, smaller beads with a small hole, not meant to be used with paracord. Well, I guess you could use microcord or something on them, but some of those. And then I got a couple of, I don't know if I got maybe some pieces of 550 and then some type 1. But once that comes in, I'll probably do a video on those also. Hey, what's in the box? Video on that. I got some, what else did I order? I got some storage containers coming in. Some nice ones. Nice ones. Anyway, they're nice to me. I like them. They're drawers. They stack and they got drawers. And they're not like your old steer light Walmart type thing. No. I've got some of those. But these ones, they're sturdy. What else have I got coming in? I ordered some lanyard beads. Like I said, that'll probably be a week or so. I ordered those through Amazon, but they weren't Amazon Prime, so it's going to take them a little while to get here. We'll see exactly what they're going to be when they show up. You never can tell with some of these things. You order, the picture's this. Perfect example. The picture's this, but what you actually get in hand is not what was in the picture. But I'm usually not too picky on some of these things. If it's something that I can use, I will, I'll just keep it and go with it. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I ordered? I'm going to order, most likely today. I'll probably order some of this cord. And there's a couple of other little doodads and you need the basics to get started on this. I'm probably not going to order any beads yet. We're probably going to go down to the local hobby store and I'm going to physically look at some beads. And I'll get some there. But I'm most likely going to order some of this cord and a couple of other things today. But yeah, I guess that's it. I'm going to stop talking. I'm rambling. But that's my idea. I've always just, like I said, if I have it in my mental inventory, my mind will go, how can I use that? What kind of pretty can I make with that? But hopefully that'll give you some inspiration. Thanks for watching. Give us a like. Give us a share. Comment below. Tell me, what's your favorite colors? Do you like these shackles? They look good, but do you actually wear one? But anyway, with that said, I'll leave it at that. And I'll end this one like I end them all. Keep it neat, keep it clean, and keep it tight. Happy weaving, folks.